Hello, everybody. This is Michael. I was going to talk about why typology appeals to IN types. So INxx, this would be INTPs, INTJs, INFJs, and INFPs, regardless of cognitive functions. Yes, I said it. The reason is because intuition or intuitive types are already kind of outcasts. They're kind of like the minority. Minorities always get shit. It's just the way it is. Not only that, introverts are the minority. And introversion is not rewarded in our society. Extroversion is. If you like to go out and party with your friends every night, go to shows all the time, you're cool. But if you stay at home and play chess with one friend, you're weird. So, we all know it. Anyway, though, most IN types have dealt with a lot of criticism and just people not accepting them, being misunderstood a lot, because people really just don't understand. A lot of people don't understand introvert intuitives. They'll misunderstand them, attribute different meanings to the things they do because they just don't get them. Don't get us. Like for example, take my type for example, INTP. INTPs, it's well known that we can be very absent-minded because the outside world is very uninteresting to us. Sorry, it just is. So, if I'm doing kind of a more meaningless job, I will get lost in thought a lot while I'm working. And just the way my brain works, I'm always thinking about other things. It's very hard for me to focus solely on what I'm doing without my mind kind of wandering. So occasionally I miss details that a lot of types are like, how did you miss that? It doesn't even make sense. That's the red one, that's the blue one. Yeah, I know the difference between red and blue. I was just thinking about something else and I missed it. So some types will even think that you're stupid because they just don't understand missing something that's right in front of you like that. So they'll just kind of assume. Obviously, a person who assumes something like that about someone is the stupid one, but it doesn't matter because sometimes they're your boss or, So most IN types experience something similar to that growing up. And when they learn about typology, it's like a breath of fresh air to them. They're like, wow, I'm not an F-up. I'm not a screw-up, basically, like I've been told my whole life. And still told by my family. Not in those words, but it's like there's always this implication like you're weird, you need to change. Most IN types out there understand what I'm talking about. So, and obviously, it's not just IN types that deal with this kind of stuff, but it's definitely more often, I would say, because like I said earlier, anytime you're the minority, you're going to get shit for it. And as humans, we naturally stereotype. In fact, it's a survival mechanism. It's one of the reasons we are still around. We make judgments based on our experiences, and we group people together. We're doing it with typology. It's just kind of how we work as humans. Ethnocentrism, all this other stuff plays a part. Sociological factors. But where was I going with that? Where were you going with that, Mike? Yeah, I completely lost my train of thought just now. There's another INTP thing. Anyway, so yeah. Oh yeah, minority. Yeah. So anytime you're the minority, you're gonna get shit for it, and it's just the way it is. People won't understand you. So yeah, that's why a lot of IN types, they find out about typology and they're just like, wow, I'm actually not crazy and screwed up. This is actually okay for me to be who I am. So that's it, guys. That's pretty much it. That's why most of the people who are interested in typology are IN types. It's one of the reasons. There is another reason, because it's very abstract, and intuitive types like abstract subjects, and introverts are more likely to want to delve deep into an abstract subject. So that's another reason. You will see extroverted types, usually extroverted intuitive types, that are interested in typology, but it's mostly INs. So there you go, guys. That's it. I'm going to be starting a series soon. I will have the first video out no later than Sunday, the Intro to Type series, so stay tuned for that. I'm going to be presenting a very unique take, I think unique take on the types, because I am going to be starting every video with just the facts. Just the facts, man. I'm not going to start with cognitive functions and all the theory, just the facts. And what I mean is studies, brain scans, etc. The things you can actually observe. Just the facts first, and then we'll delve into theory after that. So stay tuned, guys. Good stuff coming that you won't want to miss. See you later.